So since the Traitors season 3 is airing, I thought it was the perfect time to take a look, a deep dive into how the show runs and all that shit. Basically, is it shit or is it not? Is it a shit show or is it not? I mean, this is the cast of season 3 of Traitors, and I need to stop saying it's the perfect time to do these videos, because it really does not matter. So to start off season 3, these lot in highlighted or whatever are basically the Traitors, which you'll notice first of all they're all women, which isn't really an issue. We've just never had this before. In season 1 I think it was like 2 blokes and 1 woman, or 2 women and 1 bloke. Season 3 2 was all blokes, and now season 3 is all women so far. But yeah. Just quickly before I forget, we're obviously talking about just the UK version, not the USA version, which is terrible because you've got celebrities in it and the presenter's a dickhead. So yes, again, we're doing the UK version, not this shit. So obviously, just a quick write down how the Traitors actually works. First of all, there's about 22 of the Fockers or something like that, and basically, it all starts off as equals, but then 3 this year got picked as Traitors and the rest are faithful. The faithful have to work together to try and vote out the Traitors, or the Traitors will kill them. And obviously if there's any Traitors left standing at the end of the show, the Traitors take all the money and the faithful get fuck all. But how is the money accumulated? Because you start up at 0, so we get these gold coins things, which basically are how the money works in this, and they're built up by doing challenges, which are basically they go out, and the challenges basically just are for the money basically. But you also get shields, which we'll get into, and some intel onto how useless these fuckers are at actually guessing who's a traitor or not. And I think overall you can win up to like 120 grand or something if every single bit of money is won, which is not going to happen because they've already it was the first challenge in episode 1 or 2 I think, and they already lost money. So yeah, in the challenges you also get these things called shields, which are basically protect you from murder but not banishment, so you still can get banished at the round table, but these only protect you from murder from the Traitors. So the Traitors, basically, these act as like a thing where the Traitors could try and kill someone for shield, but if they don't know they've got a shield, obviously that's why they killed them, tried killing them, it wouldn't kill them, and then they'd kill no one. So yeah, fucked. So speaking of the round table, there it is, and this is basically where the best part of the show happens, which is probably why 90% of the people, including myself, watch it, where basically all the arguments go down, and the fact that they have no evidence, usually like 89% of the time, and even when they do, it's just a load of bollocks, which makes you think, what are you on about? And 90% of the time, they go with the wrong person because they're all thick as pigs. But apparently they're all thick as pigs. So yeah, this is where the voting goes down, and they all banish idiots. Yeah, the round table, where banishments happen. They're all shit at this, by the way. Terrible. So now that we know what Traitors actually is, we've got to see who the Traitors of Traitors Season 3 are. First of all, you've got Mina, Linda, and Armani. And I have no idea how Linda has actually stayed in this long, but we will get to it. So the first episode is where Traitors get selected, obviously, and we just seen them all. And literally, Claudia Winkleman says Traitors, and then Linda literally turns around and looks like she's just been called. What a total twonk. So later in the episode you get your first banishment. Not your first banishment, your first murder, which was this idiot. I have no idea, honestly. I think she thought she was it. I genuinely don't know, but imagine being the first one. What a twonk. So the show goes on. The Traitors have pretty much no problems for 2 episodes, except from Linda making rookie mistakes about 1,000,000 times because she's a 70-year-old opera singer. Other than that, the Traitors really don't have any problems, except from, all of a sudden, Armani says to the other 2, Linda and Mina, that they aren't doing enough, and Mina's basically like, well, she didn't say it directly to her, but shut up, you're doing too much. And then Armani gets voted out that night. So they've already got a traitor, and it's like episode 3. What a bunch of twats. And then Mina and Linda decide, fuck you, Armani, we're going to kick your sister out as well. So they kill Armani's sister, which I can't remember her name, but she's on extra on the poster thing that's on there. So they kick her out, and yeah, her sister's gone now as well. What a twat, so the whole family's out. So then they basically decide to try and recruit Charlotte, which is obviously the person in the picture, which is basically doing a fake Welsh accent for some reason. I mean, I don't know why that ever came about, but either way, it doesn't matter because she rejects it, and Mina and Linda are like, oh, for fuck's sake, now we haven't even got a chance to murder someone tonight, so we've wasted that. And they have to wonder, well, is she going to tell everyone? And she told, like, Fozia, which, yeah, but we'll get to it. Now, at the start of the latest episode, or something like that, or might be the 5th episode, actually, but they killed Olivia, which is the person at the front next to Claudia on the left, but either way, I'm not crossing her off yet, because I can't be bothered doing the whole thing with the X's again, so we'll get to it. Afterwards, you'll see it crossed off, but either way, you move on to Lisa, which for some reason has decided to enter and tell everyone that she's an angelic priest, which basically means that she can't lie or, like, deceive anyone if it's under the will of God or something along those lines. Like, if she swears to God that she's telling the truth, she's got to be telling the truth, because, I mean, she, there you go, she's an angelic priest, so obviously if she's lying, then she's going to hell, so yeah. So in the most recent episode, instead of murdering like normal, Claudia basically tells Linda and Mina, which like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go, a challenge that they have to do in order to murder someone. They have to basically write 4 people's name on this painting with some quill or something like that, right in plain sight. So obviously while everyone else is there, which means they've been selected to play this game with 2 cards, where they each have 2 cards, and there's 7 death cards and 1 life card, and if you're the one with the life card at the end of like swapping, you have to swap 1 card of each other, and you can choose whoever you want to swap with. If you're the one with the life card at the end of it, then you're alive, and you leave the game, and then it continues on until there's 2 left, and 1's alive and 1's dead, and the 1 left is the 1 dead. But we don't actually know who's died yet, because that's in episode 7, which I think is on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know when it airs. I think it airs on Wednesday. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Traitors season 3. This is who is dead so far. Everyone crossed out who's obviously dead. We're only like halfway through the show, so obviously a lot of these are going to be dead either way, and you just know obviously Linda and Mina aren't going to do it, or you wouldn't have a show otherwise. Well, you probably, obviously they might win it, and they might shock me. If Linda does not go out in the next 2 or 3 episodes, I am never watching this show again. It's a total lie, I'll watch it. But honestly, so yeah, season 3, it's up there. I mean, is it better? I think it's the worst season so far, but the other 2 were very good, and it hasn't finished yet. It might be the best season by the end of it, who knows? I'm not saying it's shit. It is very good season so far, but the other 2 are just so high standard to keep up with. But yeah, Traitors, good show, watch it.